Dear students, let's discuss physical change in some more detail. Have a look at main characteristics of physical change. First, the most important characteristic of physical change is that no new substance is formed. No new substance is formed means there is no change in the composition of the substance. It means during a physical change, the composition of a substance does not change. For example, if wax, a solid form of wax, if it is heated and turns to molten wax, then wax before melting and after melting and on cooling, on refreezing as well, it remains same substance. No new substance is formed and no change in the composition. Second, the change is temporary and reversible. The meaning is that when cause of the change is taken away, then it reverts back to the previous substance in the previous form. By the way, this characteristic of physical change is having certain exceptions. We'll discuss later. Thirdly, there is no change in the mass during a physical change. For example, suppose you weigh a beaker containing some solid wax and melt the wax and again weigh the beaker. You will find that two weighs are identical. Reason is very clear. The same we can do with some other substance as well, like ice and water. The mass does not change because the type of molecules and number of molecule of the substance stay same, which are responsible for the mass of the substance. So as many molecules of wax before the change, so molecules of wax after the change. Therefore, mass remains unchanged. Fourth, there is usually no gain or loss of energy. Water changes into steam by absorbing a certain amount of heat energy. But same amount of heat energy is given out when steam reverts back or changes back into water while giving up its heat. So there is no net gain or loss of energy or heat. Apparently there is some absorption of heat or some release of heat, but when the reaction revert back to the previous state, then the same amount of heat energy is revert back. So no net loss or gain of energy. And the fifth is the change is there only in the physical property. The change is only in the physical property means that it is only in the state of the substance or size or shape. Like a candle is having a definite shape and is hard in texture. When we melt it, then its shape is lost and it becomes soft, and its state also changes from solid to liquid. So state, size, shape, color, texture, smell, etc. are the physical properties, and during physical change neither the new substance is formed, nor the change is permanent, nor the change in the mass, nor the changes in the energy amount. Then what is change? Change is there in the sum or more of physical properties. Have a look at one physical change, interconversion of states of any matter. Have a look at solid state of the matter on heating, melts and converts to liquid state. But the liquid state on further cooling freezes back to solid state. Similarly, liquid state of a matter on heating converts to vapor or gaseous state of the matter. But the vapor state or gaseous state on cooling converts back to liquid. But the difference between vapor and gas, vapor is the gaseous state of a substance which otherwise normally stay in liquid form, whereas gas is a substance which at normal temperature and pressure stay in the gaseous form. Now have a look at one more interconversion of state which is a bit different, and that is sublimation. Sublimation is an interconversion of state, but the difference is that solid state of the matter on heating converts not to liquid state but directly to gaseous state. So liquid state is missing in this physical change. And gaseous state of the matter or the sublimable solid, as we say, is a solid which sublimate to be sublimable solid. In its gaseous form, on cooling it changes back to solid form again without converting or condensing to liquid. The solid changing to gas is called sublimation. The gas changing to solid is not called condensation but it is called deposition. I was saying that second point of characteristic of physical change is having certain exception. So let's discuss. Have a look at this. First, that this change is, as you can see, is reversible. This double-headed arrow is the sign of reversible. But there are certain physical changes which are not reversible. For example, tearing of paper and breaking of glass are example of those physical changes which are not temporary and reversible. Whereas magnetization of iron to make it a magnet is a change which is reversible, because on beating or heating a magnet converts back to a normal piece of iron. Let's have one more exception, and that is that this physical change which we discuss right now is simultaneously can be a chemical change as well. How? Have a look at ammonium chloride, the same sublimable solid. If heated very little, then it converts to gaseous form and gaseous form back to solid form. But if it is heated a little strongly, then on heating it decomposes to two substances: ammonia, a gas, and hydrogen chloride as well, another gas. Ammonium chloride, a white sublimable solid, on a little strong heating converts to two gaseous state substance, ammonia and hydrogen chloride. Both of these gaseous state of substance, if are not allowed to move away and stay in a closed space, then on further cooling may recombine as well to form the same solid ammonium chloride. So heating of ammonium chloride is an example of a physical change which is at the same time chemical change as well, because both the changes, ammonium chloride breaking to ammonia and hydrogen chloride and both combining back to ammonium chloride, as well as solid ammonium chloride converting to gaseous ammonium chloride and gaseous ammonium chloride converting back to solid ammonium chloride, both the changes take place simultaneously. So this is a change, physical change, which is also a chemical change taking place simultaneously. Both are reversible. So this sign of reversible, though mostly used for physical changes, but as you can see that some of the chemical changes are also reversible. It means being reversible is not such a specific property to define any change to be physical or chemical, because some of the physical changes are not reversible, like breaking of glass, whereas some of the chemical changes are reversible, like decomposition of ammonium chloride. Let's discuss one more change which is not reversible and temporary, like cutting of fruits and vegetables. Have a look at. Take a carrot and cut into pieces. Now there are certain simple questions. First, is the change temporary? Answer can be yes or no. Tell me, what is the answer? Yes or no? No, change is not temporary because we cannot join the pieces again. Then, is the change reversible? No, the cut piece of vegetable or fruits cannot be joined by any surgical operation even. So it is no. But then the question is this a physical change or no? Not. Yes, it is a physical change. So the question is, then why, despite being not temporary, despite not being reversible, it is said to be a physical change? And the answer is no new substance is formed. It means the most important property of a physical change is the first one. No new substance is formed and no change in the composition of the substance, because rest of the properties they mostly stay with the physical change, but sometime one or two may be missing. It means we can have some exceptions. So children, while discussion of this term, deposition, we came across a new term. So let's have some terms which are used only in physical changes but have slight difference. Have a look at these. Certain terms. First is condensation. Condensation term is used when gaseous state of a liquid, that is the vapor, on cooling condense back to liquid, like water vapor or steam on cooling. Converting back to liquid is a process called condensation. Whereas if it is not gaseous state of a liquid but the gas itself, then the process of converting a gas to liquid state, like oxygen gas to liquid oxygen, is not called condensation. It is called liquefaction. Similarly, have a look at deposition. We have already discussed. When gaseous state of a sublimable solid converts back to solid state on cooling, then it is said to be deposition. But otherwise, coming the molecule together is called condensation, like gases, when a liquid in gaseous state converts back to liquid, then it is said to be condensation. Have a look at evaporation and boiling as well, which are the terms which often misunderstood by you people. Evaporation is the process of converting a liquid to gaseous state but below the boiling point, whereas boiling is a same process converting liquid to gaseous state, but it happens on a particular fixed temperature called boiling point. So that's all for now.